What's going on? Welcome back to another vlog with your boy Chris. It is episode 11 of the Success series. I didn't even think that I was going to make this many. I didn't have an intention or a plan as to how many episodes I was going to make, nor do I know how many I'm going to do. So I hope you've been enjoying them up until now. I hope you keep on enjoying them. I hope you enjoy this one. Like always, please hit the like button, smash the subscribe, turn on the bell notifications wherever it is, so that way you get notified whenever the video drops. And let's jump into limits. Limits. I don't believe in limits. I don't think that they exist. Well, they do exist. They exist wherever we place them. They exist only in our brains and in our minds. Again, wherever we place them. If you think that, say you have a fear. I had a fear of heights. I still slightly do a little bit. It's not even so much of a fear. It's just I need to just jump out of a plane. Literally, I need to skydive. And I think that I'll be completely over it. I was petrified of heights growing up my entire life, from experiences of like falling down sets of stairs repeated times, and just like nightmares that I would have of like falling off buildings and stuff like that. But I never thought that I would get over my fear of heights. I thought it would always be something that I just had to deal with. That's how I was. I was always going to be like that, and I had accepted it for the longest time. And then a couple of years ago, I went to Jamaica with a group of people. Everybody wanted to go ziplining. I wanted to go ziplining as well. I had signed up for it, paid for it. I got onto the platform. I'll never forget, one of my good friends, I think he was behind me in line, and I was very nervous to go, so I was like, yo, skip in front of me, like you go, I just need like another like 30 seconds to just gather myself. So again, standing on the platform, ready to do the first zip line. And I was like, nah, I'm not doing it, I'm backing out. They're like, well, you're not getting your money back, just like go, you're holding up the line. Like they were like, not being rude, they were just doing it intentionally to like push me out of my comfort zone and get me to jump. And I never ever thought I would zip line. And the second my feet left the platform, like by the fear that I had was like instantly gone, because I just realized it was the most like free and relaxing thing I had done up until that point. So I can't even imagine what it feels like to skydive and have that sort of control where you're plummeting to earth, but you're also in complete control of what's going on, right? So I think that limits only exist where we tell ourselves they are. I've had, on the compounding video, I've had so many messages, and even on the other videos and in my DMs, like, oh, it's not possible to do 5% a day. It's not possible to do this. It's not possible to do that. Like, you're right. For you, it's not possible because you've told yourself that it's not. For you, it's not possible to lose that weight that you want to lose. It's not possible to get into that shape that you want to. It's not possible to break the family curses or the genetic curses that your family's had, that you can't have a certain body type, or you can't have a certain financial status, or whatever the case is. The only limits that exist are the ones that we impose on ourselves. I could have easily told myself back in 2014, like, no, it's going to be impossible. Everybody, just like I've said in other vlogs, everyone said it was impossible. I'd never lose weight. I'd never get in shape. I'd never be financially free. And I just always use that as motivation. I never believed in limits since I was a young age, probably just because when I used to race go-karts, I didn't come from a wealthy family, right? So like my parents did everything that they could to provide and be able to allow me to race go-karts and give me the privilege of racing go-karts from their hard work. But like I think I've talked about it in other vlogs or maybe in an Instagram post before, there was like families that showed up and had full-on like racing teams, like I mean like legit racing teams, like a massive trailer, multiple go-karts, like crazy toolboxes, every tool, everything that you could imagine, mechanic, everything. And we would show up to the track, me, my family, in our 6x12 foot trailer with a little truck or pickup truck pulling it, and we would run shit. Why? Because I didn't believe in limits. I didn't believe that the amount of money that we had and what we could spend on go-karting was going to limit my performance and limit my success in racing. I was very successful in go-karting. I was very successful pretty much right off the jump. I won multiple championships. I was one of the highest ranked racers or drivers in my category on multiple years in all of Canada. And it was just, I at the end of the day, did people's money give them an advantage? 100%. Did the lack of money that we had give us a disadvantage and limit us? It could have, possibly, but maybe just because we didn't think that it did, it never did, right? It never affected us. I would still go out. People would think we were cheating. People would accuse us of this, accuse us of that, but they would rip apart the engine and very quickly find out that everything was legit, and it was just, we had a good, like my father was very good at being my mechanic. I was very good at learning quickly. I used to spend literally day and night, and I've talked about it before, trading replaced that, the passion that I had for racing, trading replaced it when I got into trading, and that's why I spent so much time mastering trading. When I used to race go-karts, I would get picked up from elementary school, and I think did I race in high school? I think I did. I would just go straight from school right to the track, and then I would be at the track sometimes literally even when the lights were off, like when it was completely dark out. I remember we even taped flashlights to my go-kart one time because I didn't want to get off the track. I just wanted to keep doing laps and keep practicing and keep getting as fast as I could for the race coming up on the weekend. And there's videos of it on YouTube. If you go type in my name on YouTube, you'll see some videos from like way back then when I used to race. But the point is I've never believed in limits. I never believed in limits with my health. I never believed in limits with my financial sector of life. I don't believe in limits in the spiritual sector of life. I don't believe in limits with relationships and how much you can grow a relationship and how close you can grow with someone and how much you can learn about someone and how much you can help someone grow. I don't believe in limits with anything in life. I just think simply like the limits that you believe in are just the ones that you've imposed on yourself, or you've allowed society or external sources like people, the media, whatever the case is, your family members, friends, other influences impose onto the life that you want to live. And you've accepted them and you've put them in place and you've never wanted to push them. And again, going back to the compounding video, that's why there's so many people that think that it's impossible to do that just because they don't think that they can achieve that. So just because they don't think that they can achieve that, they don't think that anybody else can achieve that. When I've done crazy stuff in trading, I've seen other people do crazy stuff that I knew it was possible. I had maybe never seen anyone do it until they did it. But I literally think that anything is possible. I've said it before, I'll say it again. You give me the best basketball coaches, you put me on a basketball court with LeBron James and the best basketball players teaching me how to play ball. Give me a few years or maybe 5-6 years and I'll potentially be at a caliber that I can play in the NBA, right? I think anybody can do anything that they want. It goes for soccer, it goes for tennis, it goes for being a scientist, it goes for literally anything in life. I think some people have the natural ability of doing things better than others, 100%. But I don't think that means that you have to discredit people putting in the work and putting in the time to achieve something and get to a certain level that they want to with something. I think it just comes down to whatever limits we impose on ourselves. If you don't believe in limits, then you're good to go and you'll be able to achieve anything you want to. If you do believe in limits, then you're always going to fall short of whatever you think is the max potential that you'll hit. Because at the end of the day, like, that's why there's that saying, aim for the moon and you land among the stars, because like, you set massive goals and you're most likely going to fall short of them, but you just keep on attacking them and you keep on setting bigger goals and then you level up and level up and level up. And before you know it, your first goal that looked like it was not impossible, but it was the moon to you, now you've surpassed that 10 times over and you have a whole new level of reaching for the moon or shooting for the moon, whatever you want to call it. So it's just, I strongly believe, and again, this all comes down to like journaling, this all comes down to meditation, this all comes down to manifesting positive thoughts. You can't be a negative person and expect positive things to happen in your life. You can't constantly be talking about how unhealthy you are and how much you're in pain and how much this and how much that, all negative. You're always talking negative about yourself, talking negative about the world, talking negative about your financial status, your physical status, and blah, 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 and all the different areas of life. You're always talking negative. but you expect magically positive things to happen in your life. Like, it just doesn't happen. It's not realistic. It's stupid. It's literally just stupid. And you need to change your thought patterns. You need to start thinking positive. You need to start doing affirmations. You need to start listening to motivational speeches on YouTube. You need to start investing in your mental health, and your physical health, and your spiritual health. You need to read books. You need to do research. You need to acquire mentors. You need to buy programs for certain things. Like, I didn't learn about fitness on my own. I bought fitness programs, workout guides from people that were reputable, people that had the results that I wanted, and I got the results that I ended up getting the results that I wanted, and I'm still working towards them every single day. I still work out 4 days a week or 5 days a week. I work out twice a day. The other days I work out once a day. So I'm still pushing the limits. I'm still always, just because I lost weight and I'm in relatively good shape doesn't mean that I stop working out or I stop pushing myself as hard as I can, right? I have new boundaries to push. I have new areas and new levels I want to reach in every single area of life. So I'm constantly pushing myself physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially. Every single area of life, I'm always pushing myself to level up and just keep getting to that next level that I want to, and keep growing, because I just feel like if you're not growing and you're not learning, you're going backwards in life and you're slowly dying. So if you want to live a slow and painful death, then just become complacent with where you are in life and become stagnant. And I wish you all the best on the rest of your life. For those of you that are watching this that want to better yourselves, keep reading books, keep researching, keep doing anything that you can. Do one thing for your spiritual health, your mental health, your physical health, your emotional health, every single day, your financial health. Every single day you should be doing one thing that's going to benefit or bring some positive effect to each one of those areas. So that's your new task for this week. I hope you had an awesome Monday. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I hope that starting tomorrow morning on Tuesday, you start doing that. You start trying to push every single area of your life a little bit more every single day that passes, because tomorrow's never promised. So don't put the things off tomorrow, or don't put the things off from today that you could do today and put them off till tomorrow, right? So love you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, guys and girls. I will see you soon.